Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we're looking at a paper trending on X, published on March 10, 2026, just 3 days ago. It introduces neural debuggers, which are large language models trained to interactively simulate code execution, allowing them to emulate traditional debugger controls like setting breakpoints and stepping through functions. The paper is titled Towards a Neural Debugger for Python. And as we'll see later, the performance on both forward and inverse execution tasks is really promising, with significant implications for future automated coding agents. So, Figure 1 illustrates the data pipeline used to train these large language models. The process starts with raw source traces collected during code execution and transforms them in 3 main steps. First, the pipeline builds a structured state tree from the raw execution events. Next, it samples specific paths through that tree, using an action policy that simulates human debugging steps, like stepping into or over a function. Finally, the third step tokenizes these paths. Tokenization is the process of converting the execution states and debugger actions into a sequence of text pieces that the model can process, and this formatted sequence then serves as the direct training input. Alright, Figure 2 contrasts the new neural debuggers with the earlier code world model to show a fundamental shift in how actions are defined. In the code world model, the state consists of events and variables, while the action is simply the next source line to execute. The neural debugger changes this by moving the source line into the state itself. Its action then becomes a specific debugger command, which gives the model interactive control over the program's flow. Okay, to support those new commands, Figure 3 visualizes the transition model, which treats debugging as navigating a state tree. The left side displays a simple Python snippet. The middle section shows the forward state tree for this code, where indentation reflects how deeply functions are nested. The arrows trace how debugger actions control the execution flow. For example, a step into command moves to the very next step, while a step over command stays at the current level. Finally, the right panel illustrates the inverse state tree, which allows the model to reason backward from an output to find its preceding states. Well, Figure 3 mapped out those new transition trees. Now Figure 6 tracks how accurately the models predict the next state for these different actions during training. In the top row for forward prediction, we see that basic step actions, like stepping into or over, reach high accuracy very quickly, while jump actions, such as breakpoints, are harder and require more training to improve. We also see the orange line representing the 32 billion parameter model jumping to high performance almost immediately, thanks to its prior training. Finally, the bottom row shows that the models also learn inverse prediction, successfully reasoning backwards, step by step. So, while the previous figure tracked overall accuracy by action, Figure 7 breaks down those predictions by specific state components. The 2 rightmost columns, in both the forward and inverse sections, show that source lines and state events are predicted very reliably across the board. In contrast, the leftmost columns reveal that most errors occur when predicting local variables and return arguments. This indicates that keeping track of exact variable values is significantly harder than predicting the basic control flow, particularly for complex jump actions like breakpoints. Furthermore, the 32 billion parameter model maintains a clear advantage over the smaller, pre-trained models when handling these challenging variable predictions. Okay, after breaking down those component-level errors, Table 1 shifts the focus to overall code understanding on the Crux eval benchmark. The fine-tuned 32 billion parameter model reaches a strong score of 83% for output prediction and roughly 67% for input prediction. Interestingly, the breakpoint action consistently outperforms the step return action because it explicitly includes the return line to help localize the execution context. Finally, the 1.8 billion parameter models also prove capable, jumping from 45 to 58% accuracy when pre-training is tripled to 150 billion tokens. Wrapping up, the main takeaway is that large language models can successfully simulate interactive debugging. This creates a powerful virtual world for future autonomous coding agents, allowing them to test and repair programs without needing a live execution environment. That is it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Thanks for listening.